Oh, so does it like remember stuff? That's neat. Okay. No, I don't have to save. Well, not save, I don't have to load it back into my thingy. Alright. 2-1. I think it's the second month. The first day. First day of the second month. The Holy Grail War. It is a great ritual which has been practiced for hundreds of years. If one enters the ritual, one must eliminate the other 6, as it is a battle for one's life. 7 mages. Maggots. Mages. I don't know when the Holy Grail War began. It is said that the Holy Grail is in the land of, Fuyuki, and that many magi have fought each other here in the past. They had only one purpose: to obtain the noble phantasm called the Holy Grail. What does that mean? But the origin of the Holy Grail is unknown. It's certain that it never received the blood of God, but its power matches that of the one in the legends. Light. Yes. It is said the Holy Grail can grant any wish. Only one has the right to possess it. The Holy Grail can only grant one wish for one person, but 7 magi are needed to summon the Holy Grail in this land. One miracle, 7 collaborators. Well, the point is, it was only a matter of time before a fight broke out over the Holy Grail. It began like an ordinary fight for resources. The 7 magi used the power of the Holy Grail equally to each summon a familiar, a servant, to battle the other magi. Only one magi will obtain the Holy Grail, and so each of them treated the other 6, once allies, now as enemies, and a gruesome fight began. This is the ritual called the Holy Grail War, a competition between magi for the Holy Grail. The magi chosen by the Holy Grail are called Masters, and each master receives a powerful familiar called a servant, by the grace of the Holy Grail. There are 2 proofs that one is a master: summoning a servant and making it obey, and obtaining the 3 command spells that can order the servant. The first goes without saying. Yesterday, no, a few hours ago to be exact, I summoned Archer to be my servant. That leaves only the second. I must protect to the end this command spell that binds the servant. You only have 2 left. For a master, this is probably the most important thing of all. The pattern inscribed in my right hand after summoning Archer. That is the command spell. This holy sign granted by the Holy Grail is the proof of a master who has summoned a servant. The mark which concentrated magical energy is an instantaneous thing, not an eternal one. It is consumed by use, and as the appearance suggests, it has only one use for each strike. In other words, only 3 times. Doop, doop, doop. A master who loses all 3 of their command spells will be unable to control their servant and face death. Faces death. Wait, did they die? So, the command spell must be guarded as closely as one's life. It hurts my head to think that I've used one right at the start, but it wasn't completely meaningless, so I'll call it good. Because it's not unusual for servants to go against their masters. I'm fortunate to have been able to chain him using one command spell. Well, that's the gist of it. The Holy Grail War will start when the 7 servants are all summoned. I can't just sleep in. I don't know when the last master will appear, but it should be soon. Is that going to be the protagonist? Still you, I guess. I forgot your name. T something I think it starts with. Morning already? I'm so tired. Looking out the window days, I notice the sun's already way up. It's past 9. I don't think it's a question of being late anymore. Glancing at the clock, I confirmed to myself that I'll be skipping school today. My body's so heavy, it feels like he's taken over half my body. I sit up in bed and take a deep breath. I'm not tired just because I'm not a morning person. It's like Archer said, a master who has summoned their servant cannot function satisfactorily. That's right. I summoned Archer, not Saber. I can remember clearly. And, well, it's not something I want to remember, but even if I don't like it, there's no second chance. By today until my magic energy returns, huh? Then I guess today will just be a test drive. I slowly climb out of bed. I fight a bit against the unreasonably warm air and my desire to stay wrapped up in my blanket. I knock out the desire to go back to sleep in the second in the 3rd second of the match and check myself in the mirror. Nothing's obviously wrong except for the fact that I have only about half the usual magical energy in my body. Everything's up to par. Well, there shouldn't be any problems. But now I want to check the situation. The servant I summoned is Archer. He's a rude guy with no mana to spare for his summoner and master. And on top of that, he doesn't know who he is. Oh, I'm getting a headache already. I'd have to live without this noble phantasm until his memory returns. Well, there's no way he can use it if he doesn't remember it. Servants are powerful familiars on their own, but what makes them the most powerful is the fact that they all have one powerful secret move. The problem is Archer says he can't remember what it is. Well, it's partially my fault, so we'll have to make do. That's right. As this is how things ended up, we're both in the same boat. I hope he sorts out all his memories soon, but with the way he's acting right now, who knows when that'll be. Honestly, looks like we've got a load of problems ahead. Ba-ba-da-ba, buddy. Wow, maybe I should have a better opinion of him. The living room is just the way it was. I only expected him to clear up the rubble, so I moved that he went this far. He must have felt bad about making such a mess of the living room, or he wouldn't have done this. I should call him admirable, or maybe just a nice guy. The sun's already up, you're pretty loose. I take it back. This shameless attitude, he doesn't deserve any praise at all. Morning, you seem pretty relaxed. I see you made yourself at home here. Well, it's the room I spent the night in, and I've pretty much figured out where everything is. Oh, since I was cleaning anyway, I cleaned up the kitchen too. I was expecting more mess, but it was rather clean. That's quite impressive considering that you live in a Western-style house by yourself. I'm getting a headache. Why is my servant checking my cleanliness? Cleanness. They say servants think only of battles, so maybe this guy's broken somehow. I see. You're not doing well, are you? You seemed well last night, but steam must have brought up your fatigue. I'll get you a drink if tea is okay. So at home in a stranger's house, Archer stands, takes up a new teacup without a moment's confusion, and pours a fine rose-colored tea. There are all sorts of things I want to say, but I surprisingly don't feel like interrupting him. Every aspect of this motion is refined, and you could even say he is being considerate. Now, while it's true that I'm tired, so I guess I'll have a drink. I take a seat. He hands me the teacup silently and I take a sip. Oh, it's good. Of course it's an exotic Chinese tea. It's the best part of my favorite leaf, so I'd get mad if it tasted bad. In fact, I get mad when someone uses one of my favorites without permission. Yes, I would get mad, but when it's brewed so wonderfully, I'm too happy to complain. Hold on, what are you laughing about? Well, I was going to ask what you thought of it, but when you make a face like that, there's no point in asking. I slam the cup down at the table. Don't waste it. You should enjoy it whilst it's hot. I'm distracting you. If I'm distracting you, I'll go. Thanks, but no thanks. I didn't become a master just so someone could brew me tea. Besides, there's no need for you to do things without orders. I see, certainly I did not form a contract with you to brew tea, or clean up after you, but if that's how you want it, I'll be careful from now on. Right, what I need is a powerful familiar. I've never heard of a servant who does things around the house, and I've no need of one either. Huh? What do you mean no need? Nothing. Interpret it however you want. More importantly, do you remember who you are now? Archer shakes his head. Just as I thought, it's bad. If you can't remember it after one night, it's not going to come back easily. Even if we test various things today, this is still... Alright, I'll work out what to do about your memory. Well, get ready, Archer, since you were just summoned, you don't know your way around yet. I'll show you around town. Great, get ready. There's no need. If you want to go, we can go right now. Wait, hang on a minute. I want to check the configuration settings. Skip scenes already seen. Yeah, I was seeing if this one's off and it is on. If it's on, it is on. Confirm choices of skipping scenes, instant effects, high texturing, sprite changes, special effects on, and voices are all off, right? Yeah, that's a lot of people actually. I don't know half these guys. The voices are off. Hey, you're going to walk around like that? In that? It hardly looks normal, and besides, other masters would be able to tell you're a servant right away. I don't intend to go announcing to everyone that I'm a master, you know? Oh, so that's what you meant. It's not a problem. Certainly I will need to change, but only when I take form. Servants are spirits after all. We become spirits when not in battle to reduce the burden of on our masters. Oh yeah? You're still a heroic spirit, even if you're summoned already. Since it's the master's magical energy that gives the spirit form, if I cut off that magical energy, naturally we return to spirit form. A servant in that state is like a guardian spirit. We cannot be observed by anyone except the master. We are connected to by the ley line. We can still talk though, so it's not a problem if we're going scouting. Well, that's really convenient in that case. It might be hard to search for other masters. Yes, but Meiji can sense other Meiji, right? In the same way servants can sense other servants. If a servant knows a powerful magic, they would be able to sense servants even from a distance. Just as Archer says, a master is usually a powerful magus. A magus with a strong magical energy is sensitive to other magical energy. But as far as I know, no one in this town has magical energy that strong. So what about you? Can you tell me where the other servants are? Master, have you forgotten my class? Sensing distant enemies isn't a job for a knight. Aren't you an archer? Well, I guess not. Archer's magical energy isn't that strong. I expect only the servant caster would have enough magical energy to locate enemies from a distance. Alright then. Follow me, Archer. I'll show you the world you've been summoned into. I don't think it will be that new for me. But Master, aren't you forgetting something important? What do you mean something important? How to go to school? Due to be not up to par yet, we have yet to exchange the most important part of our contract. The most important exchange? Equivalent exchange? No, fundamentally, the reward for the servant is to participate in the Holy Grail War. There shouldn't be any more exchange necessary. You're really not a morning person, are you? I should say so in surprise. Listen to his sarcastic comment, I realized something. Can I think of it? He hasn't addressed me by my name yet. Oh crap, names. I guess you've realized. Well, it's not too late, so Master, what is your name? How shall I address you from now on? Archer asked sulkily. Damn it, he's a good person. Yes, there's no mistake. After all, there's no meaning to exchange names. Servants and masters have a relationship forced upon them by the command spell. For a contract with a normal familiar, the exchange of names has a great deal of meaning, but no such thing is needed between the master and a servant. But still, Archer calls this important. It's proof of trust that we shall be fighting alongside each other, even without the command spell, but I don't know his name. I'm, Hosaka Rin. You can call me whatever you like. I asked bluntly, unable to be true to my feelings. Well, actually, it would be probably be easier for me to be addressed in a reserved manner like you or Master, and he'll probably call me that. But that said, Archer mutters my name to himself. I shall call you Rin, yes. The name suits you well. You say something outrageous. Rin, what's wrong? You don't look normal. Just shut up. Let's just go. We don't have time to relax. Okay. I turn away and start walking. I'm vexed, I don't know why, but I am. Did Archer say that just to make me feel that way? It's possible he'll certainly do that sort of thing. Yes, that must be it. So my face is getting hot and my heart pounding. They're all part of his plan. Be careful, Rin. You're going to work with this crooked guy from now on. I'm going to school again. I wonder when I'm gonna go to the main character. I don't know. Is this gonna be like a 5-day prologue or something? I go out with Archer. The city we live in, Fuyuki City, can be basically divided into 2 towns. Here, the place with old houses and traditional buildings is Miyama City. On the other side of the river is Shinto, where modern development is happening. My house is in the older section of Miyama City. Miyama City is broadly separated into 2 sections as well. This is one of the sections, the Western-style houses, where immigrants from foreign countries live. And on the other side is the area of old Japanese-style houses, with a mountain behind it. Both sections are on top of hills, so you could say both are suburbs. The houses between these two sections are relatively ordinary. As a demonstration, they're this ordinary. This is the cross road of Miyama City, and the hill leading up to the Western style houses is like mine. And on the opposite side of the hill leading to the Japanese style houses, a bridge leads to the neighboring town of Shinto, and the other way leads to the school, shopping district, and even Ryudo Temple up on the mountain. Alright, bridge. And this is the large bridge connecting Shinto and Miyama City. A few years ago, a big station was built over that side, and it has grown rapidly since then. Even though Miyama City and Shinto are in the same city, okay, it's not Shinto City, you can think of them as totally different places. The city's name of Fuyuki, or Winter Tree, supposedly comes from the fact that winters are long here. Thinking about it, this place only has a long winter. In contrast, though, it's quite warm here, and February here is about as warm as December, but everything else, I bet a few hot springs would turn up if you went digging around. Then again, this half-hearted cold would make the city a poor hot spring resort. Fukuoka City has a friendly winter and a strange climate that enters spring in April with no changes. Shinto is all like this. The rapidly developing town started to build tall buildings as if rushed by something, and as a result it looks very artificial, though that's only in the last 10 years. From what I hear, the big fire here 10 years ago pretty much burned down the whole residential district. Was that because of the Meijis? These buildings were constructed on the land no one lived on anymore. What is this? Graphic. It's all grey. And this is the center of it. This is Shinto's park. Now that we've seen all the important locations, what are your thoughts? I ask Archer, who is standing next to me. I can't see him, of course. It's a big park, but is there some reason that no one's here? So it shows, huh? Well, that's because there's a history to this place. I look around the park. A park this big and organized should be a playground for kids, even on weekdays, but there are only few people around. A few people here, and a desolate feeling runs through this place. It was about 10 years ago. They say there was a huge fire in this area. It burned for a day until it went out just as it began to rain. Afterwards, the town was rebuilt, but this place was left as it was. It was burned to ashes, so they made it into a park. Archer says nothing, but even though I can't see him, I can tell that he feels something special. You seem to have noticed, that's right. This is where the last Holy Grail War ended. I don't know the details, but the last war ended here, and the place has been like this ever since. I see. That must be why this place is so full of so many grudges. You can sense those kind of things? Sirens are spirits, so we are beings similar to grudges and formed obsessions. Therefore, we are sensitive to such remnants like us. There were places in town and strong regrets, but this place is on a completely different level to us. To us, this place is more like a reality marble. Archer brings up an unusual term in an emotionless voice. Reality marble? One of the Meijis are considered the pinnacle of Meiji. One of the magic considered the pinnacle of Meiji, said to be infinitely close to sorcery. For hundreds of years, a boundary field has been the defensive field that protected the Meijis. But simply, it's a vicious version of a security system on a house. A boundary field is something applied to an existing area or building to protect oneself from outside enemies, but it is merely a transformation applied to what already exists. But a reality marble is different. A reality marble is an image that erodes reality. The imagined world of a magus, a boundary field that paints over reality by letting a magus's heart take form. That is what we call a reality marble. In other words, it's a large-scale magic that distorts, no, remakes the world as the magus wishes. Rin, what are you thinking? No, I was just surprised. I just thought that reality marble seemed an uncommon term for an archer. What? Is it strange for me to know it? I wonder what you would wish for if you got the Holy Grail. Of course, the reality marble is the taboo of taboos. Secret pinnacle, secret pinnacle. It doesn't make any sense for an archer to know about it. Isn't that right? I asked with my expression. And then I sensed him heaving a heavy sigh next to me. Man, a hero is someone who exceeds with both magic and weaponry. It's fine if you want to think that an archer can only use bows, but please don't take such an optimistic view of the other servants. Ugh. Come to think of it, he's right. I understand. That was a careless thing to say. I'll be careful from now on, so it's okay, right? Vin, I'm gonna be honest. You are excellent, but because of that, you have a habit of underestimating others. You should reform that habit before you grow up. You're being rather rude. Reform? That's like training bad habits out of a horse. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to make it sound like you're a disobedient horse. I just used the word because it suited your image. Hey, that's even worse. Ouch! My right hand suddenly hurts. Rin? Be quiet for a second, Archer. The command spell engraved in my right hand is hurting. A small warning as if to get my attention. Someone's watching us. I extend my consciousness to the surroundings. What? Wait. The command spell could do that? Why? I roll out the threads of my consciousness and search through the park. I can't find him. What about you, Archer? It's difficult, I can't even feel the stare. Then there must be a master watching. I don't know who it is, but if Archer can't sense it, it has to be a master. There aren't 7 of us yet, but if we wanted to, we could start the fight at any time. It seems the one watching us wants to battle, but the command spell reacts to the other command spells, so that must mean that if you are a master, you should be able to recognize other masters when you see them. Then wouldn't that mean you should be able to identify the other masters too? Yes, but a superior mages can conceal their magical energy even though command spells react to each other. They operate on magical energy. If the master has closes magical circuit, it'll be hard to find him. That's troubling. That means we are showing them our location. That's right. Well, if I search around my house, I should be able to find something that will kill my magical energy, but you don't need it? Right, because if I don't hide it, they'll come to us, right? It saves us the trouble of going to find them. Archer takes a deep breath and goes quiet, as if he's shocked. What? You want to say I shouldn't be overconfident? I ask remembering one previous conversation, but Archer just says, that's impossible. You're strongest like this. Yeah, you can let those weaklings follow us about, he says, trying to hold back his laughter. Well, it's not like I like his response, but we decide to continue walking around town. We tour the important places, really dragging our observer around, have dinner along the way, and bring things to a conclusion. We've been walking a lot and it's now 7. All this time of the night, our destination should give us the best view. Sky? A strong wind, the tallest building in Shinto. The view from the rooftop of this building is a fitting end for this day. Are you on a roof? What do you think? This place has a great view, Archer. Geez, I pity whoever you go out with someday. You dragged me around all day. Did you say something, Archer? Just an honest opinion. Oh, this is certainly a nice place. If we had come here to begin with, we wouldn't have had to walk around like we have been. Well, what are you talking about? Certainly it's a nice view, but all you can tell from here is an overview of town. You have to go to the places themselves to know the layout. That's not true. My class is an archer for nothing. You can't be an archer unless you have good eyesight. Is that so? So, can you see my house from here, Archer? No, I can't see the neighboring town from here. At most I can see as far as the bridge. At that range, I can count the number of tiles. No way, the tiles on the bridge? That's not just good, his eyesight could match the telescopes you find on those rooftops. I'm surprised, you really are, Archer. Vin, I don't like to think so, but are you making fun of me? Of course not. I just misunderstood because even though you're called Archer, you don't seem like one. That's a troubling claim. I should question you further on this matter when we get home. It seems Archer has taken a liking to the view as he falls silent. He's probably working out the town's layout. I can't interrupt him while he's surveying the battlefield. I'll leave Archer aside and move to the edge of the building. All I can see with my own eyesight is the lights below this building, like the headlights of the car in the street and the people going home after work. I can't tell what kind of cars or what kind of people they are. I can see them, but still not see them. Just like noticing someone is watching me before, but not being able to see the watcher. At the very least, there's only one person that has his base in Shinto. I strain my eyes and stare below me. There are 7 masters in all. I still don't know who the masters are, nor which servants they command. Right now I assume all the masters are walking around town, collecting information on other masters. Suddenly I feel someone's eyes on me. There's no reaction from my command spell. I just feel someone's eyes on me. Hang on a minute. Are these guys masters? I think this is Saber actually. Which is... So are these masters? Well, you're a master, so are these 2 masters? From below, I look down. There are many people walking around on the road. Among them is a person. One person is looking up at me, as if looking up at the moon. I can't tell for sure who it is. I can't tell for sure, but I still know who it is. It's surprising. What's he doing at this kind of time? Vin, have you found an enemy? Archer calls out to me as if sensing my excitement. Nothing, I just saw someone I knew, just an ordinary person. Nothing to do with us. I am unable to hide my irritation and leave the place where I was standing. There's no way he could have seen me from the ground. Is it the protagonist? He must have been looking up at the building by coincidence, so it doesn't mean I was noticed. But still, I'm angry that I let him see me as a magus. What do you mean see as a magus? You're just standing on a building. By the time we get back to the to Miyama City, it's already past 9 o'clock. Unlike Shinto, Miyama City is an old residential district. No one walks around after 9, and the town grows as quiet as midnight. So that's pretty much it. Do you have a good idea of the town? Yeah, I get it. I'll figure out the rest as we get along. Then we're done for the day. I'm not up to par either, so let's go home and rest. We climb the road up the gentle hill, and there's someone walking in front of us. Huh? Sakura? This is bad. I don't want to see her right now. Rin, why are we hiding? Shut up, oh, that person is someone I know. I skipped school today, so I don't want to see her. As I speak, I look at the figure ahead of us on the road. There's a well-known first-year student. And a foreigner I don't know. You're the one in the relationship thing. They are talking about something. Now it seems the foreigner is talking to Sakura against her wishes. Rin, is the person you know the foreigner? No, I don't know him. There are a lot of Western-style houses around here, so he might be visiting one of them. I say that much, then scold myself for being too soft with that girl is involved. Archer, is he a human? I don't know. He has form, so he should be human at the very least. He's not a servant. Right, he's not a master either, so I guess it's just a minor quarrel. Still, no, she's not the kind of girl to get into trouble with a guy. They're going. The girl is walking up the hill. The man is... The blonde-haired man goes down the road we came up. Okay. Well then, you can use this place. I'm going to bed unless you have any questions first. I don't have any important questions. Your decision not to rush into battle is the correct one. You should use tonight to recover your magical energy. Yes, I will see you tomorrow then. Please make me tea tomorrow morning. I thought you didn't want tea. Fatigue hits me hard once I walk into my room. Oh yeah, I have to contact Kiri before I go to bed. That annoying priest, he'll already be getting ready to call in a substitute magus. I don't really care about that, but he is my guardian, so I should at least tell him the right thing. Phone. I dial the number, and soon the fake priest picks up. Kiri, it's me. I formed a contract with the servant just yesterday, so register me officially as a master. A brief silence. Kiri's silence has enough pressure to stress you out even over the phone. Understood. Now what? You should come and see me at least once. I have something to give you that I received from your parents. They said to give it to you only if you become a master before you become an adult. Oh, you mean my father's will? I already deciphered it and got the item, so it's fine. I'll come and see you if I feel like it. Goodbye. Wait, Rin, if you're a master now. I hang up, not hearing him out. Listen to Kiri's lecture when I'm tired won't help me. Recovering my magical energy. Right, all the preparations are done now. All that's left is sleep. When I wake up, it should be a completely different morning. 10 years ago, the Holy Grail War in which my family competed as a master and was defeated. And now, I'm entering that same battle. Okay. Uh, alright. Okay. I guess I'll save and stop again. Yeah, I guess that should be it for this time, so bye bye. I wonder how long this prologue's gonna be.